You want a Cape Townian accent?
Whatever you do, I'm
Neutral.
going to try to match it.
You're gonna try
I
to match
suck,
it?
but yeah.
Easy, okay. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Only Dope Records podcast. One of the best podcasts. I don't know, bro.
Obviously. Yo, that was a
You
nice
like
one.
that?
Yo,
That was a great one.
that was a good one.
I challenge any of you to come on this
To
podcast.
compete with that, man.
One.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a while before we see that, no?
I guess so.
But yeah, I'm not going to have cocktail, bro. Like, I had all I saw all your interviews and stuff. Everyone saying you tall, but I thought they were like exaggerating, man. But
my guy,
yeah.
It's not about me being tall. It's about everybody else around me being short.
Bro, I'm 5'11" and I'm still looking up to you.
I'm 6'3", bro.
Yeah, so then how come you never ended up in basketball or?
Yo, why are you asking the most cliche cuck question that ever?
Bro, there's a path.
Is there even opportunity for basketball in SA? Like, straight up.
There was a time people thought there wasn't an opportunity for content. But look at you.
Yeah, there was also a time people thought there was an opportunity for freedom, but we'll move on from
you. Yeah. Now, can I ask another cliche question?
Yeah, go with it. Man.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? You won't believe me if I told you.
What's your favorite animal?
Huh?
What's your favorite animal?
It's a porcupine.
The fuck? Why?
Because he's soft and cuddly on the inside, but he'll stab the fuck out of you if you cross him on the wrong
Is that
day.
the representation of you now?
No, it's just like I respect something that is versatile and can fuck you up, but also has the ability to be soft when it needs to, you know?
That makes sense. I thought you were going to say like a giraffe or something.
Yeah, of course. That's what you wanted me to say.
I was waiting for it.
I could have also said slung because I have
Whoa.
But you know?
Welcome back to another episode. Thank you guys.
I am tall everywhere. You made the observation,
Bro, you could be weird like that.
Thank you, God, for making me perfectly proportionate in all ways.
In all ways. I see you have a long nose also, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, bro. But as long as my nose is, one thing I can do is keep my nose the fuck out of other people's business.
Respect. Respect. But now, for the people who don't know who you are, somehow, can you give them a light introduction and let them know who you are?
Yeah, the name is Fiki Orzim. That's not my real name.
I was going to say yes.
Yeah, no, I have a real name and surname.
What's that? Giraffe? What you trying to say?
Oh, nice one, Giraffe guy. You're taking me back to grade 1.
That was it.
That one.
We're going to go there eventually, but yeah, the introduction, please.
I'm a content creator primarily on a platform called TikTok.
Nice.
I'm a live streamer. And I am also an MC. I'm a voiceover artist.
Nice.
And I am an entrepreneur and a business marketer. I wear multiple different hats, my bro.
Nice. Appreciate it. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, respect, brother.
Salute.
So then, when it comes to TikTok Live, the main source of income over there is mostly now when they gift you, right?
So yeah, the main source of income from TikTok that you can make is gifts, yes.
Okay, so then is that how you make most of your revenue?
My totality of my revenue that I derive as a individual or as a professional is split through all the different roles I've just mentioned.
Okay.
But live gifting is one of the avenues that I make money, and I don't make no secret about it.
Okay, of course. So everyone knows your story. So we're just going to do a quick recap. Obviously, your journey started in COVID.
On TikTok, yeah.
On TikTok, yeah. Before that, it was just the Facebook.
Yeah, so I was one of the most followed people on Facebook in the very specific niche of streaming, which was the vaping industry.
Yeah.
So I've got a massive reputation outside of social media.
I can imagine.
Controversy in the vape game, because I was the first colored brother to own a vape shop in South Africa.
Oh, nice. And so how long have you had that business? Sorry to cut you off.
The business is now closed because of COVID.
Facebook, how long were you on Facebook?
How long was I on Facebook?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 35, but I joined Facebook when I was very young. I lived overseas for a big part of my life.
Okay, so then let me rephrase it.
As a creator,
yeah,
I was there in the capacity of a creator for about 7 years.
Sheesh. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I had like 480k followers, mostly international. People used to tune into my stream from all over the world.
Nice. And would you say people tune in because of your personality or the vaping?
I think because I'm a very thorough and methodical person when I do reviews, man.
Okay.
And what had happened was some of the biggest companies in China and in the vaping industry recognized me and sponsored me.
Nice.
Companies like Smok and Vaporesso, like these businesses that you see now that are exhibiting products everywhere.
I see now.
I was kind of the into the South African market.
Yeah.
So whether you owned a business in liquids or in device selling, or whether you had a shop or whatever end of the market you were in, people knew my name.
Okay,
nice. Still till today.
Sweet. So then, how can I say? So then, would you consider yourself an expert now at blowing? Cough, cough.
Oh, goddamn.
Seeing as you now have this expertise in the...
yeah, you can call me an expert blower, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then I see now everyone is now around the brand that's the biggest now. Is that Nasty? Where you maybe...
Yeah, Nasty is a very, very well-known and well-renowned brand.
Okay.
But the disposables
Okay.
are the big thing
Okay.
now, you know, and they have the most pungent flavors
Okay.
on the market. And they've always kind of had a reputation for being the best. Yeah.
Okay. So now say back between others before COVID time, what was like the biggest brand deal you secured? That's something you're still proud of till this day.
I think it was the first ever brand deal.
Which
and that was Smok.
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 So then did they like send you a package? What was it like?
No, they full on paid me a salary, bruh. They full on paid me a salary. I used to get products to review that nobody else had.
Yeah.
I was the first person to have certain individual products. Then I would review products, and based on my review, it would create demand here from consumers, and that demand then created demand from retailers, which created the demand on the wholesale,
Yeah.
which then got them to buy the products
I see.
in massive amounts from China.
Makes sense. But then how did you get started in that market? Were you first reviewing your own vapes? Like, would you buy it first?
Yeah.
So that's how you
I
started.
was very passionate. I started like most people on like those Digi vapes back in the day. I'm talking about 12, 15 years ago, bro. Digi vapes.
That one's where you put the cotton.
The cotton was hanging in the tank.
Yeah, I know those ones.
You didn't have to put anything in anyway. It was that thing you throw off. And then I was just really passionate about changing my lifestyle because at the time I had a terminal illness and I needed to quit inches.
Okay.
So I was going through different types of radiations and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get into that, but it's a part of my life that I was trying to rapidly transform myself. And then I wanted to quit smoking cigarettes, but I still needed my nicotine fix, Sinjay.
Okay.
Now, I can talk to you about vape till I freak me, bro, because I know everything.
I can imagine, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so I got really passionate about it. And I'm a type of braai, when I do something, I get passionate, man.
Of course.
But I used to have fish, like in a fish tank. Now, normal braai will have a fish tank.
Okay.
I'm the braai that learn how to breed the fish. I'm the braai that make the own, change the water. I'm that guy.
Okay, nice.
So anything that I do, yeah.
So then now when it comes to your personality, would you say it's been there like since your early high school days? Like were you always... Nah, you were more quiet in high school.
I was... to track back, I've been, I like everybody's on a journey of transformation, right?
Okay.
But I have been very, very different people. I had a massive trauma that happened to me when I was young. Everybody knows about that, whether they have an opinion or not. And I was a broken and damaged individual that didn't have any love for himself, any confidence. I didn't feel loved by people, and I used to do stupid shit. I used to lie compulsively to get people to like me. And I used to be just like a down and out pushover that everybody walked all over. And I was a moper, man. Very emotional, listening to Creed and Linkin Park in your bedroom.
I can imagine. So then would you say content was your escape?
Nah, bruh. At some point, I got into therapy in my early 20s, and then I hit corporate. And when I started in corporate, I started in call centers. I had 2 call center jobs, and then I got into an advertising agency, and then I was on the road. And I did very, very well for myself. As like a 22-year-old, but at that time, I was earning big money, huge commissions, company credit cards. And
so landing big deals and that is nowhere, not foreign for you at all. Yeah.
Not at all. And then I got into the marketing and advertising industry. I got really passionate about it, bro. So I worked for companies like Groupon. I was the national key accounts manager there. I held some of the biggest accounts, top grossing revenue accounts. My job was to look after top corporate companies and literally like babysit them, make sure their money comes in. And that kind of ties into social media now, because social media started for me as like a, okay, I'm going to entertain the people. I'm bored. It's COVID, blah, blah, lockdown. Then I downloaded TikTok because I thought, my bro, TikTok is dance trend.
Yeah. I remember you said,
I don't do that shit. I can't dance to save my life, Sinjay.
True.
But then my ex-wife was going through the app and I saw funny content. I saw Terrible 2. I saw King Burger. I saw Yaya. Then I saw vast and many different styles of content that people were making, and I was closed off to this idea, man.
Of course, yeah.
And then I decided to create an account, and within 3 months of me making my account, I was already on 80,000 followers. I had enough videos go viral.
So then why the name Fiki?
Fiki my name is Rafiq.
Okay.
I don't tell my people my surname, but my name is Rafiq. But I don't like the way people say my name.
How do people?
They say Rafiq or Rafiq. I don't like it.
Okay, I said that. Okay, how do you say your name properly?
Rafiq. You drag the E, not the A. Rafiq.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rafiq.
It's an Arabic word, and it means. So in my religion and in my belief, you embody what your name means.
Of course.
Everyone's name has a meaning. So my name means someone that is a companion or a friend or someone that is generous and kind-hearted. And these are things that I like to embody, contrary to popular belief. Anybody that actually spends time with me and gets to know me on a one-on-one basis outside of social media, they all echo the same view that I am a just friend to have. You know.
Okay. So then, how did it feel? Like, see, now you went into the industry so positive and whatnot. How did it feel when the rumors started going around that you were getting cancelled? Obviously now, because that wasn't your intentions at all. Did that feel like a complete 180? Or
so remember, they weren't cancelling Fiki.
it was
It was all of these characters, my bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I have accents. You heard me speaking in a UK accent earlier.
Yeah,
and if I want to switch it up, I can go like, I don't want to be that guy anymore. I want to be somebody else.
Then let me say, didn't it feel like disappointing? Because that's not obviously your intention of why you wanted to.
You know, I say this all the time. I feel like South Africa isn't ready for content creation.
Okay.
Certain types of content creation, at least, because, for example, I have this conversation with Plas now all the time, so we bring him up again. I know there was a man no more than doing that.
No, as long as you're not swearing next to his name is fine, bro.
Eugene, the individual that created Plasnar, cannot break away from Plasnar. When people see him in public, they see him as the brother that used the rooty to wipe his face, or that was so surprised that you could get light in a drive-through.
Okay, nice.
But he's a real person outside of that character. It's not like you going to John Travolta and assuming that he's the same embodiment of that brother that was in Greece.
Makes sense.
But we as a culture and as a society, we can't break away from the fact that someone has the ability to be so good at playing a character that you can't differentiate, man.
Okay.
So my characters that I played for the one that was example, Sacha Baron Cohen, he's obviously blown up around the world as Ali G, firstly. Admiral General Aladdin,
of course,
you know, Borat. So he's got these characters. But when you see that Brian in real life, you're not going to go, yo, Borat, and speak to him thinking that he's an idiot.
Of course, yeah.
But I get inspiration from people like Jim Carrey. I'm a very animated guy, my bro. I did drama in school, in overseas.
Nice.
I got the accents down. I'm versatile. I can think on my
that's
feet.
where it came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's inspired by a lot, but I have a very vibrant personality because, my bro, once I came into my own in my early adulthood, and I did a complete 360. Things changed for me massively. But TikTok itself was one of the reasons, after having me explored different areas and avenues of my personality and my talents, that I have come to this version of me now. My bro, I did a voiceover thing where they said, do you think that you can be a voiceover artist? And then I give you a script and music is playing. And then I read the script and it went 2.8 million views in a week. And people were like, oh, he's the Vodacom guy. No, he's the Clicks guy. No, he's that guy. And I'm like, no, I'm no guy. I'm a normal guy from Patri. That just read this in an accent. And then people were like, nah, you should pursue this as a career, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
And I didn't believe in myself at that point. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot.
Why not? Yeah.
Signed up with agencies, did a couple of demos. And now man's is doing stuff that ends up on the radio.
So then how long after you started did you like start getting, because obviously the views came immediately. So like, how
views came, not work,
not to work, but then how long before you got it, like started getting recognized when you're walking around in the streets?
I knocked on doors, bro. Immediately after I started recording my demos, someone reached out to me and he's like, yo, come to my studio, let's record a couple of demos. And then we knock on a couple of doors. And then I knocked on 1-2 doors, got shut down, whatever. And then I used to do stuff for free for people.
Okay.
And then eventually the free stuff started getting into paid stuff, but very little.
No, I mean, like, you just walking by and then someone recognizes you from the content you're doing. How long after that did that happen for you?
What, like
people recognizing you in public because of the views you're getting online?
Yo, immediately.
Immediately?
Yeah. A lot of people would be like, Fiki Vape. And then it would switch from Fiki Vape to Fiki from TikTok. But, my bro, there were obviously topics that I spoke about anything and everything.
Everything, yeah.
I believe that if you're emotionally mature enough, that you can handle any conversation.
Okay, true.
But the way that it gets received and the perception about
you don't have much control over it.
CJ.
Yeah, I feel you.
So Admiral Aladdin, for example, I called him Mahmoud. I made a video, and then a big content creator, sister, stitched it. He's like, yeah, how can you be with women? And I was like, it's not me, it's the character. So then the whole TikTok just went off to me.
I can imagine. So then when you guys went live, did everything settle immediately after that?
Me and her?
Yeah.
It was daedalic, and then it flared up again, and I was just like, okay, fuck, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. But then years later, she was going live, and part of this ranking thing and doing TikTok live and gifting, I've been very open about it, but I've coached half of Cape Town's creators on how to do this, the bigger ones.
But then how did you miss me, bro?
Look, you weren't there in the time.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I can name drop, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay,
but
no need.
She was one of them. Okay. Her and her husband were lumming on a live, and people, they called me the ranking coach, right?
Okay,
because I taught people the ins and outs of the game, what to do, what the double points, what the taps contribute, the gifts and what. And I went in there, no malice. I'm a bride, let go of the past, man. I like to pride myself on being as emotionally mature as I possibly can, given any moment.
Of course.
And I was just like, yo, I'm going to go and teach these people. If you want to make a crew and you want to make an income or you want to do it for fun or whatever, I'm going to base you. And I gave them the info and I left.
So now with the content you made, was this now just off the top of your head, or did you have to like sit and plan, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this?
Till today, I don't have a plan on my content.
So as soon as you feel something, you just...
I feel something, I wake up, I have a thought, I get inspired, I listen to a song, I have a conversation with someone. And yeah, the thing is, I don't have a hook. Like that asshole that gave you questions for me.
I snitched. I'm sorry. But yeah.
I'm coming for you, bro. Me, him and Burger have had this rivalry, and Rico. Terrible too, have had this rivalry from the beginning of TikTok already. But then we calmed down and cooled down a lot.
Was it serious beef in the beginning?
No, not beef. It was just like
one
would make a video, then another one would make a video, then Cedric got in, and then everyone was just having a good fucking time.
Nice.
Until beef started, you know?
Can you say can you like pinpoint where the beef started and with who?
No, there wasn't beef between us. That group of people, till today, or salute. Burger and me and everyone else. Rico, Yaya. We were not a crew. We were just a group of creators that recognized one another. And I got into it so quick, man. Like within weeks of me joining TikTok, my shit was blowing up.
Yeah.
And then I met Burger, then I met Yaya, and then I met this one, then I met that one. We never really did collaborative work.
Yeah, true.
I would be driving to Musenberg and I'd be on a live, then Burger's like, yeah, fire, I didn't come. I love right here.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, cool, let's meet.
So then why do you feel like everything you did landed so quickly?
At what?
Like, why do you think you blew up so quickly? Like, why do you think it stuck immediately?
I think because people were bored at home.
Okay.
You know?
But then at the same time, the market was so saturated with everyone doing content.
Yeah, but
so why you?
I think I was unapologetic.
Okay.
I was brave to speak about anything and everything, to challenge the narrative. I think I was just out there and different because I didn't actively look at everybody and what they were doing and try to find a gap. I was just being me and exploring parts of me. So social media to the largest extent for me was experimental and self-exploring, right?
Okay.
So I was playing with different ideas in my mind, but I didn't really have a direction. Like most content creators, if you're making food, you have a hook. Like Ismail Sais, one of my favorite content creators, he cooks and he's got his thing that he calls every item on the menu on the ingredient list. That's his hook, you know. Everybody gets to know that.
Okay.
With me, I'm unpredictable because today I'm motivational, tomorrow I'm emotional, today I'm talking logic, the next day I'm talking controversy, politics. My brother had politicians come after me already.
Imagine.
And I went after politicians. I try to sometimes be a voice of justice. I've done a lot of charity work on the app. I've done so many different things. And now that I'm trying to do me a little bit, like explore this, I'm doing a new series with a car. Check it out. I'm building a project on TikTok. The series is going to be called Shitbox the Beast. That one's coming up soon.
Nice.
So now I'm appealing to people to sponsor me with a couple of things while I'm doing this project. And now people's like, yeah, you want to fund your dreams off of the back of everyone else.
Yeah, you always get those people, yeah.
What fuck are you watching this? People do this on YouTube for years.
For years.
And they're getting millions of dollars doing this, kak. And they're making it off your back because you're a viewer. But here in South Africa, your own is dallaring and you want to skop in the literally.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah, jy moet op 'n gazat wees.
Yeah, so then I turn the page now to Mr. Yaya's questions.
Oh,
but we're going to start light. He said we start in light.
Okay.
He just wants to get your viewpoint.
There is no light with Yaya though.
Yeah, no. It's even in his name. His name is...
He's a ratchet, man.
He just wants to know, what's your thoughts on profanity in content and whatnot? What's your thoughts on that?
I love Yaya and I love Yaya's content.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a place and a market for everything.
Okay.
Now, profanity, I'm a profane person. Okay. I'm of the belief that if you meet someone in life and they are profane, that is one of the most honest people that you will meet. Because not only are they authentically themselves when they speak, but for me, for example, if I swear, which I used to do a lot in my content, I used to swear P's and N's and everything. I've calmed down a lot because I'm trying to be more marketable, right? And more palatable.
Nice.
Because I have a very, very wide variety of audience that watch me.
True.
So now you've got someone like Yaya that's asking these questions. That's extremely profane. But he's not a cuck person.
Of course.
If you meet him, he's the sweetest, bruh. He's duidelijk, he's loyal, he will go out of his way for people, but he's just got a potty mouth, man. And the thing is, he's just got, this is the way that he speaks. So me, if I lack words to describe how just something is, I'll say, yo, this was just. or fucking. I have to add a swear word to accentuate, to add emphasis. That's what I use it for. But I'm never the type of person that would actively try and hurt you using words, man. I never start something. I will finish something. Come after me, I will end you.
There we go.
But I will never start something.
Nah, makes sense. Makes sense.
So I don't use profanity as a means of hurting people or using it in a derogatory way towards people. I use it to accentuate conversation and to make a point when I'm saying something and to add a little bit of spice and flavor. So I've got no problem with profanity, and I think people need to shift away from this ideology that other people and the way they speak need to conform to how you carry yourself as a person.
Okay. Makes sense. So then you obviously named now a few creators. Now I want you to give us your top 3 favorite creators, just off TikTok, social media. Because you're speaking about your
none of them are local, bro.
Damn. Okay, then let's make 2 separate lists. One for local.
Lists? Okay.
One for local. So who are you going to put top 3?
Buzz Mike.
Buzz Mike, okay.
He does that reactionary videos.
Okay, nice. You don't have to put me on your top 3. I mean, like, just other people.
You know what? I'm going to give you a putty number 3.
Yeah. No, at least give me number 4 so I know the actual 3 are.
Okay, I got you.
There we go.
Definitely Buzz Mike. And then there's another content creator that I watch all the time. That's his only live stream, and that's Pretty Boy Ali.
Okay.
He makes about $1 million a month just live streaming, doing battles.
Okay, nice.
Fucking love watching him.
Okay.
He's crazy and he gets mad money and mad support from people.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. And then there are some ladies, out there doing the big things on social media. Some of them, their names don't stick with me because I resonate more with the content than who they are.
Okay.
To what they say. And this is the problem I have. As a creator, I don't find a lot of time to scroll.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of time to consume because I'm creating, right?
Okay.
Or I'm busy with things that are derived from my creating.
Okay. Sorry to cut you off, but do you feel like there's a fault in that? Because shouldn't the person's personality be sticking out more than the content? Like, I'm sure people are making content.
This is the thing. I don't watch content from people that's inauthentic. So generally, if I'm attracted to your content, it's a reflection of who you are, and the words that you utter is a reflection of your emotional intelligence.
Obviously, yes.
Your mindset, what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now internationally, who are you messing with? Favorites?
I would say Pretty Boy Ali. He's an American, and then I don't know if you can count this as international, but I'm gonna count him as international. Is that William Brahman? With the teeth and the reactionary video. He is my spirit animal. But I think he's from like Namibia or something.
Yeah, okay. But now still
William
outside of local, yeah. I know you were speaking about
he's kind of local and not local, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
My local guys are my brasa.
Obviously. But I need it in order, man. You must put it in order. First, second, third. Who's number like top?
I'm gonna put, you know what, and I'm not cooking for free with this, and I'm very, very honest. Nadia Jafta is my number 1. I'll tell you why.
Respect.
It's not because she's rich.
No one was thinking that, but okay.
Everyone thinks that. You know what? I've met Nadia in person.
I've never met her.
I swear on my life, she is the most humble, most sweet person I've ever met in my life.
That's usually the case, yeah.
And she's got like mad social anxiety and stuff, whatever, but she's opened doors for me without even realizing it.
Yeah.
She invited me to her movie premiere. She was the first person to make me feel like I'm making moves and I've achieved something. And she doesn't even know it. We used to just go live together and battle.
Well, I've never met Nadia Jafta.
But she's my number 1 because I respect the hustle. Because she is literally the pinnacle
of content creation.
Yeah. She's the content queen, bro.
She is.
For
a reason.
But I will shout out to NJ.
You could tell me she's not real and I would believe you.
Really, why?
I've been in and out and around Cape Town doing content. I've never seen her. I've met literally everyone else, or at least seen them. I've never seen them.
Okay, I've never bumped into her like by chance.
You guys actually like met up and whatnot?
We met up at her mother's business.
Okay.
Because there was a time I was working with the mom.
Yeah.
And then we met up. That's the first time we met. The second time we met is at the event. At Lamy's event, we had this crazy thing around the TikTok lives. We were eating the hot and spicy wings and stuff.
I'm actually starting a show like that. Yeah.
I like it. You must.
It starts literally next week, bro.
I need an invite, no?
No, for sure. I'll make it happen.
Myself, Gentle Brother, and a few other people went boss at that event. Nice. I was literally on the floor, comatose, laying there in a pile of my own vomit. Spicy shit on an empty stomach.
Oh, shit.
But anyways, so I met her at that event, and then she invited me to her movie premiere. And then we were 1 or 2 other events or whatever, yeah.
Okay.
But that's purely, she's my number 1 because of the respect for the hustle, man.
Okay, yeah.
Sinjay?
True. And number 2?
Number 2, I'm going to put Yaya up there.
Okay.
Yaya was somebody that came into my space from the vape industry. He must also work at a vape
Yeah, he
shop.
does, yeah.
But he's always been encouraging, man. He always said, do what you want to do. He was always authentic within himself. And I'm much older than Yaya, but I took inspiration from his authenticity in who he is and his don't give a fuck. He had no fucks to give, man. And he would just say what he's going to say and do what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And I was always, like I told you before, I was like compulsive liar and whatever. I could never really just be me. And when I started to authentically be me, I got some backlash or hatred. But I think there's this mindset thing that as a creator, we tend to feed into, we've got 80% support and 20% backlash or hatred. We focus on the 20% and forget about
just
the
because
80.
it's negative, yeah.
Yeah. And then like me, I'm a hyper defensive person, so I focus on that shit. I want to,
of course, yeah.
But yeah, definitely my number 2.
Number 3?
Number 3 is me, bro.
Damn, okay. Why third? Then if you're going to put yourself on the list, why third?
Because I have not yet reached the pinnacle. I have not yet achieved everything I've set out to achieve using social media. I've achieved a lot of it. But I'm putting myself third on purpose so that I can climb my way to number 1. It's a humility thing. I think that I need to humble myself and realize.
Okay, fair enough. But then in one of your previous podcasts, you mentioned KSI. So I'm assuming you want to achieve something on the same level as them when it comes to businesses and whatnot? Like getting your personal brand to that level. Then you see yourself as a success. Is that maybe what you're aiming for? Doesn't mean taking a shot in the dark here.
Nah. Can I be honest with you about what the vision is?
What's your vision?
The vision is to actually, contrary to popular belief, do something impactful that leaves behind a legacy.
Okay.
And it's got money attached to it, but it's not about riches.
Okay.
It's about me empowering people that have been previously marginalized, people that have very little to no options when it comes to a trajectory to success.
Okay.
People that have been previously oppressed. My end goal one day, God willing, inshallah, is to take lighties out of environments where they have gangsterism, drugs and violence and crime as the only few options that is accessible to them, and empower them through upliftment, education and opportunity. I mean, my bro, if you take one lighty out of Menenberg that sees gangsterism, drugs and violence, and you pull him out of that environment and you give him an environment where he can flourish and thrive using skills, knowledge, education.
Of course.
When that bra has lighties one day and his lighties have lighties, it has a ripple effect because you've given them a better platform.
Nice.
You know, so that's my vision and my goal. And yes, you need money to achieve those kinds of things, but you don't also only need that. You can inspire people with your words.
Obviously.
You can leave behind golden nuggets for people. People like myself, there's a lot of us that have been downed, bullied, pushed over, trampled on, used. And one of my goals is to give people their voice back, to give people their power back, and to teach them how to love themselves and to rely on themselves and to believe in themselves. Because the only limitations that you have, I've come to realize this, are the ones you subject yourself to, bro.
Sheesh. Okay.
Sorry, I took it deep.
I went deep. I see, but that's actually cool because I actually wrote down a question. There's 3 questions. You know that when you used to write exams and I say you can't answer the next question until you answer the previous one.
Yeah.
So now I have to ask it in order. But now it's just, what do you think you're known for? Like when, at first glance,
being an asshole.
Being an asshole. And how do you feel about that image?
Don't really give a shit anymore. I used to give a shit.
Okay.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Okay, so then what would you like to be known for?
I'd like to be known for contributing positively to humanity. I would like to be known for providing change, to uplift, motivate, serve, and inspire. That is my purpose.
And that's also what you want to be remembered for as well.
Definitely, bro.
Okay. So then another question from the main man, Mr. Yaya.
Oh, shit.
Fredericks.
This one I feel is going to
cut. No. Babe. So apparently your first job, what was your first job? Like, do you remember your very first?
Now tell me what apparently my first job was, so I can rectify.
So apparently your first job was working on your Oma's nerves.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No. My first job ever was working on my Tany's. Nah.
Pajamas.
Yeah, pajamas.
Yeah. So then
I didn't want to drop the P-bomb. Cedric must already did that.
Yeah. We were...
Shut up, Cedric.
Yeah. So then, why would you say that? Is there a story behind that?
I have absolutely, like, Yaya talks a bunch of cack sometimes. I don't know, like, where his brain is at any given moment.
I get you. But you also said you've been to Saudi Arabia before.
Yes, I lived in the Middle East.
Okay.
I lived in Kuwait for a couple of years. I'm going to come for him for this one. So Saudi Arabia is where my trauma happened. I got kidnapped. I got sexually abused, almost sold into human trafficking.
Oh, shit.
And Saudi Arabia has been like a touchy thing where people use as a weapon against me, but I don't give a fuck. My truth is my truth. My story is out there. It went out on a podcast, went viral.
So if you ever make me angry, I must just send you that flag on WhatsApp. And
send me a Saudi flag with a sword in there. I take it swords out the flag. I stick you, my friend.
Crazy.
In your navel.
Shit. So then you also asked your workout routine.
Oh, I started working out recently.
Okay. Is this now
after many years?
Is this for more height or what's this?
How do you work out for more height, no, bro?
No, I'm just asking, bro. Maybe that's your secret all this time.
Nah. So again, I'm gonna go personal here. I got divorced a couple of months ago after almost 13 years of marriage.
Okay.
Very great amicable divorce. Me and I still brassen, still see our kids together and great parenting plan and what. But I was nalatig towards myself.
I don't know what that means.
Nalatig. I wanted to ask you this, no? Are you a bongo? I'm just joking. Right, that one was for you. Me and had a slight beef.
Slight beef.
Slight. I stitched one of his videos. I was like, am I the only one? He looks like this, but he sounds like that.
Yeah. Okay, my parents are from Angola. But I was born and raised here in Cape Town now.
Yeah, that's why you sound like you sound.
And my stepmother is from Kensington. So I think I got the accent from her.
Shout out to the state.
So yeah, that's where the...
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the question now? The bongo thing threw me.
Yeah, you were speaking about workout routine.
Workout.
And happily divorced.
Not happily divorced. Divorce is a cuck thing for anybody to go through.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm happily finding myself.
Okay.
I've more myself than I've ever been.
And that's
I love
to
myself
the gym?
more than I've ever loved myself.
Okay.
I was a skinny fellow. I had terminal illnesses in the past, which I won't divulge much about, but I've had tumors and treatments and cuck. So for a long time, I had implants that I couldn't consume certain substances with.
Okay.
I couldn't jump because my shoulder was severely damaged since COVID because I had a tumor removed in COVID. So I was really skinny and I was starting to let go. So if I say I was nalatig, it means I was neglectful of myself. I let myself go. I wasn't grooming myself.
Okay.
I got lost in the role that society, religion, and culture deemed that I was supposed to be as a husband and as a father, and I put myself dead lost, And now I'm a single man. I've never shaved as many times in my life as I've ever shaven.
Okay.
I have a skincare routine. I dyed my hair for the very first time.
Okay, nice. We see you.
I've got a little gymming situation. But Yaya is referring to skummeling. That's what Yaya is referring to.
Workout routine.
Do you see? I know Yaya, man. You don't know. But I gym all my muscles every day.
All your muscles every day. Whoa.
All my muscles, almost all. I do calisthenic full body workouts.
Yeah, but you put a lot of emphasis on all my muscles.
Yes, of course. I love myself. Did I not just say that?
Damn. Okay.
Owens, it can save your life. It can save your marriage. It can save.
You save your marriage? How? I mean, I'm inexperienced in that department.
Are you married?
No. So how?
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to give off for that time of the month. And they moet puasa and then what? Don't get outside, my bro.
Okay. Scary, but okay.
My bro, what is scary about self-love, man? Tell me. Hanneli and her 5 sisters don't complain. They don't ask me for money. They're always ready to serve and they know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. The results are the same every time.
I see why you and Mr. Friedrichs get along.
And you regret shaking my hand.
Shit.
There's a reason why that clap was so loud, my bro.
Nah, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
You think Teddy was bad at the baby oil? Huh?
You're crazy. Because now the next question is, I didn't know you were divorced.
Okay.
He clearly did, because now he's asking what's your type in women.
What's my type?
There we go. He wants to know.
Slender and pretty. Straight up.
Must be.
Slender and pretty, but that's physical. My type is also very orientated around emotional maturity. Okay. I don't fuck with immature people.
And when it comes to personality, would you like something that bounces off you, or are you looking for someone more quiet?
I look someone that can be submissive and can keep me on my toes, challenge me in ways. Somebody that can relate and resonate with me on the same level, but also is able to advise and call me out on my shit if I'm catching on cuck or say yo.
Nah, easy. So, just a bit about myself. I make content in Long Street. We're just public interviews.
I've seen it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so now
you think? Do you think I'm oblivious?
Yes, because not much. Okay, I won't lie. Not most of the guys that come on the show, they don't really.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you're up and coming, bro.
Yeah, up and coming. Very still new on the scene, yeah. So
I mean, it's like
kudos to that. So yeah, said I'm gonna ask for advice. Seeing as I suck with the ladies in all my videos.
You suck with the ladies?
Yeah, like I can never.
That can either be a good thing or
no,
bad
no, the bad way.
Oh, in the bad way. Okay.
Yeah, so just advice when it comes to women. How can I get
advice when it comes to women?
Like you must give me a line now. Like I'm gonna cut the spot. I'm gonna walk around in the street. Whatever you say, I'm gonna say to a girl. If I flop, I'm coming back to you. Like whatever you say, I'm gonna quote.
Precursor, my bro. Okay. I had two girlfriends before I got married, and then I was married for 13 years, and I got divorced a couple of months ago. I'm the wrong guy to ask about goodness, but one thing I can tell you, is, no?
Okay.
So I said earlier on, I didn't really love myself, and I wasn't really confident in what about me.
Okay.
When I found out who I am, and I got my confidence back, and I started looking better and looking after myself, I started feeling better, and I started attracting women. I made a video about it. It blew up. Women asked me, is there an oral so long? Are you long that everywhere?
Okay.
You know? But my bro, I don't know if you want advice chasing women.
Yes, please.
I don't
give me a pickup. So you tell me you don't use pickup lines?
No, not the fuck.
You must have a favorite pickup line.
I have one favorite.
There we go. That's the one I'm looking for.
Dude, it's not going to work for you. If your one leg was Christmas and the other one was Halloween, could I visit between holidays? That's the one that's stuck, bro.
Gonna get me cancelled on the internet.
Yeah, gonna get you more than cancelled.
The come up is finished.
My number is I'm a deep person, man.
And I get you.
I just say, my bro, don't fear rejection. Because it can't hurt you. What's the worst someone can do? They can say no.
It's very so.
There's 8 billion people on this earth. There must be someone that's going to say yes, or that's going to fuck with you, or that's going to vibe with you. You know what I mean?
Where is she? I want to know where she is.
Are you actively looking for love, my friend?
Not actually.
Okay, don't. It's a fuck. Don't, crazy. Love your life, build yourself, get a PlayStation, and stay indoors.
Do you game?
Yes, my bro.
What you play?
I'm 35. I play everything.
FIFA.
No, besides FIFA.
We were about to have a moment there, but you ruined it, bro.
That's no homo.
Yeah, so then seen as your personality that you display online and all these characters and stuff, has there ever been a time where you like dead serious, but then people still take you
when I'm serious, people know.
How?
Because
your tone changes and whatnot.
Everything about me changes. My persona changes. My tone changes. You can hear that I'm not bullshitting. It's just when it's real, it's real. I'm pretty sure in this conversation you've had with me, you can feel the energy I give off. Of course. So when I talk about the real shit and I'm serious about things, people listen. I can show you hundreds of DMs on my phone where people all tell me, you've changed my life with your words.
Okay, nice.
That's both live as well as pre-recorded content. People have thanked me. I mean, just recently I made a post that was serious enough to help get people into interviews. There was like 20 people that got jobs and like a whole host of people that got interviews that were stuck at home with nothing to do and no opportunities. And all I did was make a post and I said, hey, if you know someone employing, put it info in the comments.
Does that feel like an extra weight on your shoulders though? Seeing as you have this
serving humanity never ever feels like a weight on my shoulders. It feels like it's freeing me. It makes me feel better about who I am because I honestly feel like I've come to this conclusion within myself that my life is not about my happiness. Happiness is a temporary thing. It's a mixture of emotions and shit. My life now is about finding contentment. And contentment is being able to be grateful under all circumstances, regardless of what you're feeling or what you're being subjected to.
Of course.
But at the same time, I just want to serve, man. And that helps me to feel better about who I am. That's my reality is that my life is about more than just myself. It's about others.
Can I pick your brain?
Yes.
If you had, that's a bit of a wild one, but if you had one superpower and you could change anything in the world, just one thing, what would you change?
If I had one superpower and could change anything of the world.
Just one thing.
I wish I had a wand of equality. And be like, everybody has now got the same amount of money, opportunity, and everything else that the people use as... Like if I could create one race, I would do it too.
Would you say when it comes to society, that's one thing that comforts you the most? Equality?
Inequality. Definitely. Inequality. I believe that we are capable of anything we put our minds to. And I say this all the time. Talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. And if we had people like Tyler blowing up only because he got recognized in the USA,
True.
She would have never blown up here. And the thing is, people wouldn't be paying what they were willing to pay for her tickets if she had stayed a local artist. Yeah, so my number is like we need to work on ourselves, because we know, like I say this all the time, especially when I MC gigs, colored people and previously marginalized people are some of the most talented people in the world, but we have this talent, but we have no opportunity to showcase it and turn it into something viable for ourselves.
Get you. And then maybe second question to end it off. Can you look in that camera now and just tell people why you don't vote?
I don't vote because I believe the system is rigged. I don't vote because I believe that the people that lead us have taken an oath and a responsibility to serve us, but instead they are serving their own back pockets. I believe that we shouldn't be having to sit in lines for 8 to 12 hours just to see a doctor at a government hospital while they live lavish lives that are funded by us. I believe that, if you have one bully that was supposed to be the security guard and ends up oppressing the people because they are seen as weaker, that if you unite and come together, it's one bully versus 100 people, you can topple that shit like this. But I do believe in an ideology of leadership and a government, but a government that is held accountable by the people. And if at any given time they overstep, like, the cops give us demerits when we drive. Yeah. We demerit you when you steal, man. We demerit you when you catch on arms deal situation.
Of course.
So I believe in society having a system, but I don't believe in our current system to be effective for the people. Okay, that's why I don't vote, because there's no viable options to vote for right now. For me.
I feel you. For now, yeah, that's all I have. Is there anything you maybe want to shine a light on? Let people know about any future projects coming on, what you're working on?
I want to do something for you, man.
For me?
I want to do something for you, yeah, for the podcast. You can actually, you can edit this in, yeah. So I am also a young voiceover artist, up and comer. So do you want a UK accent? Do you want a Cape Townian accent?
Whatever you do, I'm going to try to match it. I suck, but yeah.
Okay. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Only Dope Records podcast. One of the best podcasts Cape Town has ever seen. So don't be scared to hit that like and subscribe buttons. And best of all, leave your comments in the comment section.
Yeah, I lied.
You want me to teach you?
I lied. So then.
Just say, ladies and gentlemen.
Why am I nervous? Why are you making me nervous?
I don't know. Why are you nervous, boy? It's only me. So, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been practicing my deep voice.
Is it? My deep voice is natural. I don't have to sit on because I'm a real man. Sips coffee awkwardly.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That wasn't bad. Don't change your accent. Stay who you are.
I don't feel professional when I speak like this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You're going too low.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for watching. He make a fool of himself.
Yeah, crazy.
Guys, he's very, very close to getting to a goal of his on his subscriptions. Sure. So please subscribe like crazy.
Asseblief. Any last words to Yasin, Yaya Fredericks?
Yasin, I love you. But watch your back. Because he ate for you.
Next time you must give me questions for you, man.
I think I'm going to do that.
You must go deep.
Do it deep. How deep you want to go?
Whoa, pause.
Okay. Yo, I got pretty deep, man.
But no problem, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for having me, my bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we missed that one, but... your hands!
I trapped him. 30 me now, baby.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go wash my hands. Thank you.
You need to sanitize that shit.